Chapter 7.
Perimeter, area and volume. Perimeter. The distance around a closed figure or outer boundary of a closed figure is known as the perimeter of the figure. Unit of perimeter is same as the unit of length or breadth. Perimeter of a rectangle is 2 multiplied by in brackets length plus breadth. Perimeter of a square is equal to 4 multiplied by side. The amount of surface enclosed by a plane figure is known as the area. Area is measured in square units of length. Smart tip: perimeter of some polygons can be calculated directly by using a formula. We will now learn to calculate the perimeter of a rectangle and square by using formula. Perimeter of a rectangle. In the rectangle shown, the perimeter will be the sum of all its sides. Therefore, perimeter equals to L plus B plus L plus B, which is equal to L plus L plus B plus B, which is equal to 2 multiplied by L plus 2 multiplied by B, which is equal to 2 in brackets L plus B. Perimeter of a rectangle is equal to 2 in brackets length plus breadth. Perimeter of a square. In the square shown, the perimeter will be the sum of all its sides. Therefore, perimeter is equal to S plus S plus S plus S equals to 4S. Perimeter of a square is 4 multiplied by side. Now let's see example number 1. Find the perimeter of a rectangle whose length is 6 cm and breadth is 3.5 cm. So let's start. Length of the rectangle is equal to 6 cm. Breadth of the rectangle is equal to 3.5 cm. So let's draw a rectangle here. So the length is 6 cm and the breadth is 3.5 cm. So the perimeter of rectangle, to find the perimeter of rectangle, we have the formula twice length plus breadth, as the perimeter is the sum of the length plus breadth multiplied by 2. That is twice the sum of length plus breadth. 2 length is 6 cm plus breadth is 3.5 cm. So 2 multiplied by 6 plus 3.5 is 9.5 cm, which is equal to, when multiplying 2 into 9.5, we get 19 cm. So this is the perimeter of the rectangle. Area. You know that a figure is always drawn on a plane. You also know that a closed figure encloses a certain part of the plane. The enclosed part of the plane forms the interior region of the figure and the rest of the plane forms its exterior. The region enclosed by a figure is called its area. Observing the following figures carefully and identify the interior region of each figure and color it the way you want using crayons. The region enclosed by each figure which you just have colored is the area of that figure. Just like the above figures, each and every surface has a definite area. The region bounded by the edges of a tabletop defines its area. The region bounded by the edges of a paper is the area of the paper. Boundary walls of your house encloses the area of the piece of land your house is built in, and so on. Look closely and you will discover many more examples of real surfaces having an area. The number of square units need to cover the surface of a plane figure is its area. If square is equal to 1 square centimeter, then the area of the below shaded part is 16 square centimeter. Area of figures not covering whole squares. There are some shapes which do not cover the whole squares or complete squares. To find the area of such figures, we have to consider half squares besides complete squares. The figure given alongside is covering 10 complete squares and 6 half squares. We can treat 6 half squares as 3 whole squares. So the area of the figure is equal to 10 plus 3 equals to 13 square units. Area of a rectangle. Formula for finding the area of a rectangle is area of a rectangle is equal to length into breadth. Symbolically, it can be written as A equals to L into B, where L equals to length and B equals to breadth. To find area of a rectangle ABCD, first find the length longer side of the rectangle, find the breadth shorter side of the rectangle. Express both quantities length and breadth in the same unit. Multiply length and breadth to obtain a product in square units. This product gives you the area of any rectangle ABCD. Let ABCD is a rectangle where AB length is equal to 6 cm, BC breadth equals to 3 cm. Therefore, area is equal to length into breadth equals to 6 cm into 3 cm is equal to 6 into 3 into centimeter equals to 18 square centimeter. By counting the squares each 1 cm square area, you can verify the above result. 18 cm square suggests the area equivalent to 18 squares of each 1 cm each. Area of a square. Square is a special kind of rectangle having all its sides as equal. So the area of a square is obtained by finding the product of any of its two sides. Area of the square is equal to side multiplied by side. The area of the square PQRS equals to PS into SR. Since PS equals to SR, the area of PQRS equals to PS multiplied by PS. For finding the area of a square, always remember to measure of both sides in the same unit. Finding the length or breadth if area and one of the sides is given. Length of the rectangle equals to area divided by breadth. Breadth of the rectangle equals to area divided by length. Area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth. Now let's see example number 1. Find the area of a rectangle if its length is 15 cm and breadth is 6 cm. So we know that, here the length L is equal to 15 cm and breadth B is equal to 6 cm. So now area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth. So the area is basically the product of length and breadth. So the length L is 15 cm and breadth is 6 cm. So when we multiply, we get 90 square centimeter. So you can say area of rectangle is 90 square centimeter. Smart tip. Square centimeter or square meter can be written as centimeter square or m square. Area of composite figures having rectangles and squares. We have learned how to find the area of a square and rectangle. But every figure cannot be as simple as a square or rectangle. There are figures which are formed by the combination of two or more rectangles or squares or both. Area of such figures is determined by separating all the squares and rectangles, calculating their areas and then adding up. Now let's see example number 1. Find the area of the adjoining figure. So here we are given a figure and we have to find the area of this figure. The adjoining figure is the floor of an L-shaped room. Since it is an L-shaped, to find area of this floor, we divide it into two rectangles P and Q and find the area of each rectangle separately and add the two to find the area of total floor. So we will find the area of each rectangle P and Q separately and then we will add both of them to find the area of the total floor. So first of all, the area of rectangle P is equal to, here the length is 8 meter and the breadth is 5 meter in P. So length into breadth, that is 8 meter into breadth is 5 meter, which is equal to 40 square meter. So 40 square meter. Now the area of rectangle Q is equal to length is 3 meter into 1.5 meter. So 3 meter into 1.5 meter. As in rectangle Q, it is 3 meter and 1.5 meter. So it becomes 3 multiplied by 1.5, 4.5 square meter. Now total area of L-shaped floor is equal to, we add the area of both the rectangles, that is P and Q, 40 square meter plus 4.5 square meter, which is equal to 44.5 square meter. So this is the total area of the floor. Volume. The measure of the amount of space occupied by a solid figure is called its volume. Cubes, cuboids, cylinders, cones, spheres, etc. are solid figures and thus they possess volume. Units of volume. The standard unit of measurement of volume is cubic meter or cubic centimeter. In daily life, we measure the volume in cubic centimeter. Let us consider a cuboid of length 4 cm, breadth 3 cm and height 5 cm. The volume of the cuboid is equal to length multiplied by breadth multiplied by height. So, which is equal to 4 cm into 3 cm into 5 cm equals to 60 cubic centimeter. Volume of a cube. A cube is a special cuboid whose length, breadth and height are equal. Let us consider a cube of edge length 1 cm. The volume of this cube is equal to length into breadth into height. Length is equal to breadth equals to height equals to 1 cm, which is equal to 1 cm into 1 cm into 1 cm, that is equal to 1 cubic centimeter. Smart tip: volume of cuboid is equal to length into breadth into height. Volume of cube is equal to length into length into length or side into side into side. The measurement of length, breadth and height should be in the same unit to find the volume. So now let's look at example number 1. The length, breadth and height of a cuboid are 13 cm, 6 cm and 3.5 cm respectively. Find its volume. So here we are given length, breadth and height and we have to find the volume. So let's start writing the length. The length of the cuboid L is equal to 13 centimeter and the breadth of the cuboid B is equal to 6 centimeter. Height of the cuboid H is equal to 3.5 centimeter. We know the formula for the volume of cuboid is equal to length into breadth into height equals to 13 centimeter length multiplied by breadth 6 centimeter multiplied by height 3.5 centimeter. So when we multiply 13 into 6 we get 91 square centimeter. So we multiply 13 into 6 into 3.5 and it becomes cubic centimeter. So 13 multiplied by 6 is 91 into 3.5, so it becomes 200. 13 6 are 78 multiplied by 3.5 cubic centimeter, which is equal to 273 cubic centimeter. So this is the volume of the cuboid.